I'm delighted to be here today in sunny Eastbourne at the Hammonds Drive Operational Policing Base, opening it after its refit. It's been about 7 months being kitted out, a good year before that in the planning, and the whole refurbishment has cost about £2 million. But it's part of the 5-year estate strategy that has been developed for Sussex Police, and this is a £20 million investment programme across Sussex. So looking after buildings like the one behind me, and this is where officers work from. It's an operational base, so it's not open to the public, but it's really important that officers have a good working atmosphere to come to work in. And when I originally saw it coming into office, it was pretty dire. Today, it's looking really good, really snappy, and I know it's a great working environment, but I'm going to go in and ask a few officers what they really think.
To thank all of you for the huge amount of work that you've put in to making this place a success. The consistent message I'm trying to put across Sussex at the moment is about really concentrating on a core delivery of a policing service. That core delivery is protecting vulnerable people.
Brilliant. I officially declare it open. This is the neighbourhood policing team, or part of them, and we're joined by Ed and by Mike and by Jackie here, and I'm going to ask them what they think, no pressure, of their new working environment. Ed?
It's fantastic. When you compare it to what was here before, this is leaps and bounds from how it used to be. It's a great environment. It's a lovely place for us to work and base ourselves out from, really. So Brilliant. It's a big step forward.
The people were the same, the work's the same, but everything is in easier to access places now, and it just the fact that it's so much newer and nicer and cleaner gives an atmosphere really of sort of, it's more efficient to work here.
Yeah. And Mike, what do you think of the colours? Because on the other side it's all lime green, and you've got the orange bit. Is it orange or is it red?
Orange tinted red, I think. Yeah, shall we go with a cross between the two? I think. Yeah, it's not too blinding. It's not too blinding. I think the bright green is a little bit blinding the other side, but yeah, it's it gives a nice new bright outlook.
So I'm joined by Suzanne here, and Suzanne's going to tell us a bit about this area that we're sitting in.
Yes, I'm pleased to say that since the disposal of Eastbourne Police Station, we've managed to create a memorial garden where officers can have some quiet time in between duties where they can, but also they can reflect on the war memorials, the World War memorials from World War II and World War I that we've relocated from Eastbourne Police Station at Grove Road. We are aware there are local relatives who would like to see those memorials relocated into Eastbourne, and we felt that this was a dignified location for them.
So tell me, behind here we've got the car park. It looks a bit bigger than when I came last.
Yes, I think in terms of revamping and refurbishing the whole facility and recognising that we would be bringing people into agile working and more people potentially, that we had to recognise we're an out-of-town location and parking was at a premium already, so we did need to recognise that. And the planners did recommend an environmentally friendly way in which to achieve at least additional 20 parking spaces or more.
So how can you make a parking space environmentally friendly? Go on.
But I think it's more to do with the landscaping of the hard surfacing so that water can run away naturally rather than run off of a hard surface.
So the green area is CID, and here we've got...
John, yeah.
What do you think of it, John?
I like it. I think it's good because it brings everybody together, but at the same time gives everybody the separate sort of space where it's not all hustle and bustle and loud, and you can still concentrate and be with your team.
Suzanne, what's the use of this little pad here?
This helps us manage our meeting rooms. It's a booking system which can be booked using an Outlook calendar system online. We've got a range of meeting rooms, large and small. Some of them are bookable through this process. Fantastic. And some of them are available for privacy at a moment's notice.
Come on in. Making the cameraman work really hard here, you see. So there we go, a really lovely space, and the etchings in the glass, words like dedication, commitment, compassion and so on really play into the College of Policing's new Code of Ethics, and this was decided on actually before the Code of Ethics was laid before Parliament, and I think it just goes to the heart of Sussex Police and shows you how they take professionalism so seriously. This is the breakout area in the station, and who have we got behind the seat here, but Chief Inspector Steve Biglands, who is the District Commander for Eastbourne. So, Steve, hello.
Commissioner, good to see you. Welcome.
And tell me, you were talking earlier, you said about your office space now. Tell me what's happened.
Since the very inception of this project, since we moved out, I haven't had an office. We've taken the lead from how the Borough Council work, because we work with them at Grove Road, and we hot desk now. So I hot desk, got a little locker here to keep my personal possessions in and other bits and pieces, but I sit with my team, I work with my team. If I need to go and see a different team, I simply relocate and log into another terminal. So we're trying to move with the times and be as effective and visible as we possibly can be as leaders.
The Great Tuck Hunt has finally come to an end because we're inside the kitchen and it's all inside the fridge here. And this is run by the local cadets. And I've got my money, so I'm going to buy a couple of Twixes, one for me and one for Clarissa. And all the money that the cadets make here goes back into helping them do some of their outings and so on. So a really good cause. And it's chocolate. What can be better?